Hey Sagittarius, how are you? My name is Danielle. Welcome to Moonlight Intuition. This is going to be a general reading for you. And if there are messages that resonate with you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, all the info for that is in the description box below. And here we go. How's everyone doing? Ooh, I love this. I love this for you. Okay, this is cool. Hi Sag, long time no talk. I've been a little slack on this channel because I just moved and pretty much my entire life changed for the better. But you know, like changes, it's like adapting and discombobulating, and I'm stepping into my power. So I'm like, I had to go take time. So here we are. Okay, I also just posted my 100th video the other day, so please go watch it. It's the star card. It's just like a 2 or 3 minute video about the star. But anyway, this isn't about that, it's about you. Okay, we have here the Knight of Swords reversed. We have the Six of Wands reversed, and then we have the Emperor. Okay, right out of the gate, there's something here about your past and your future. Like, I feel like maybe some of you are dwelling even on the past in general, but it might just be like past, I don't know. It's like, is it revisiting past, like resentments, hurt, arguments? You know what I mean? Is there something that it's like, no matter what happens, are you hanging on to like a nugget of hurt? And then you kind of see that through that lens. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, and we all do this, but I feel like, because this card, the Knight of Swords, it is reversed and it's a little bit of a chaotic card, right? It's like, but it's also the only knight that faces in the other direction. You know what I mean? It's facing, yeah, because all the other knights face this way, and this one's like facing the other way. So there's something, it feels like kind of moving, and the swords are the element of air. So for some of you, this could be, or it could even be someone in your life for some of you, someone who is this way, but I feel like it's you as well. But the swords is the element of air. So for some of you, it could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. I'm like one of the air signs. But yeah, there's something here about kind of the swords also represent communication. It's a lot of mental energy. And so it might be like, are you, the words that you're using sometimes, it's kind of like, you know, is it based? Are things that you're saying always the truth? And if you're like, what does that mean? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the truth. The truth. But it's like, is it something that there's something about the past that's maybe making you feel even like bogged down or boxed in, or like that, because you're meant to expand, right? Like Sag, you're like the universe of all zodiac signs. You're meant to expand infinitely. And when jaded people or people kind of try to squash your spirit, it gets you very kind of fixed. And you're not a fixed sign. You're no, you're not, right? No, you're a mutable sign. You're supposed to be adaptable. You're like the most adaptable sign. The mutable signs are the signs that end the seasons. And it's always like you, unlike me, I'm a cardinal sign. The cardinal signs want to like project themselves onto the environment, but you, being a mutable sign, you can adapt to your environment, okay? Because like you're the end of a season, so it's like the breakdown before the next breakthrough. But there's something here that maybe you're fixed on right now, and you're not meant to be that way. So if it's like something about past hurt, which is this is how we are as humans, it's preventing you from kind of your, and this is okay, because this is like, life is pretty much like an escape room. Or like a video game. You're like, I'm in Super Mario World. Okay, I can't beat this level. It's all just about beating levels, right? Which is ourselves. Just ourselves. And then, yeah, then you get to certain points in life. You're like, whoa, I'm at Bowser's Castle, the one of them, and the like vanilla dome, whatever. Oh my God, then you beat it. Then we come to a new level, right? So it's like the current level that you're at. There might just be something to pay attention. That it's like, what is it that you're hanging on to that you are fixed? Or in what ways are you fixed, right? You're not meant to be fixed. Again, you're a mutable sign. You are the most adaptable sign, and you're fire. And you're very like, Sagittarius is like the archer. pointing their arrow up to the stars. Like you're like fiery, mutable spirit. You're supposed to be almost like fairies, like, you know what I mean? So if you find yourself being fixed about something, this is your cue to be like, and usually these things are based on the past. Like something was said to you, even maybe in childhood, right? It's like, this is how we fucking are as humans. It's crazy. And we have to like uncover this and be like, oh, wait a minute. But it's like to notice how you're speaking, I think, especially, okay? Because this is a card of communication. So however you're speaking, if you're finding yourself that it's like these opinions or whatever that are just kind of the same, that you're fixed on it, it's your cue to be like, okay, I'm in the past. I'm like pointed in the past. And I want to be pointed towards the future. So like it's kind of interesting. Look at the difference between these horses, right? Which one looks more pleasant? This one is being celebrated for his or her achievements. It's like a horse riding in, nicely adorned. It's like you're wearing a crown. It's like, yeah, I made it. I've earned this success and I've put in the work and the effort and now I'm getting public recognition for these things. And like, you're meant to learn so much, right? And I think maybe, there's something to pay attention to your words and how it's like you're meant to go to your next. You're meant to be celebrated, Sagittarius, and you're someone who wants to celebrate. You're not someone who wants to, like, it doesn't feel good for you to, okay, or maybe it does. I was going to say, it doesn't feel good for you to like argue. And some of you are probably like, yeah, it does. Good for you. But it's like, what's worth, I don't know if any of you have read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and it's like, I love in that book, he's like, you know, it's like in society we're like, I don't give a fuck. It's like we always give fucks about something, but it's like what we're gonna give fucks about, right? So, and again, it's like anytime we're projecting onto others, it's just something about like the past. It's like, oh, like how my spouse spoke to me last year and now I'm gonna like resent him or her forever and be like, or like my parents did this when I was a teenager and blah, blah, because this is how we are, okay? But there's something relevant, I think, to your past that just kind of needs a bit of love and to be healed. Because you're meant to move on. And for some reason, I'm just going to say it. I feel like your energy, even if you're like, I don't know what the past is, and that's okay. Sometimes there's things in life where we're not going to pinpoint the moment that this happened, that these things happen. But I think your energy, Sagittarius, I'm just going to say it. It's like, I feel like you're just meant to go learn something new, right? Just go learn something. Take a pottery class, take a painting class, buy an encyclopedia, be old school, read about countries you've never been to. There's something that it's like you need to put your energy into education. It's going to stimulate you in meaningful ways. And it's just going to naturally change your conversations, right? To be like, oh yeah, because you get excited. You are like, oh, you're just like such a thrilling person to be around. So we want you to get back into moving forward. So however you can do that, if you're finding yourself, you're just not feeling good and you're butting heads with people that probably are close to you over and over again. And it's like, literally go pick up a book, look online, go to like meetups, on websites. Okay, there's a book club. I'm joining. Bye. Here I go. Just go learn something new. Go learn, because that's what you crave and that's what you need and that's what you desire and that's what makes you so charming and stimulating to be around, because that's how you are stimulated. So yeah, there's something that it's like, it's almost just like shift where you're putting your energy in your words, right? And this is kind of cool because the Emperor is just, I mean, this is like fucking power. And I feel like this kind of reading is kind of, it's pretty like, that it's like this is going to just make you feel empowered again, right? So again, if you're just finding yourself in this repetitive, that's okay. We all have our things, each human, each zodiac sign, whatever. But yeah, to put your energy in ways that, and also too, there's something when you just kind of learn something new, it opens doors to like even me, lately I joined jujitsu. I've always, well, no, not always. It was planned in my head maybe like 6 months ago, or maybe even like a year ago. I was listening to this podcast of this girl I kind of know through 6 Degrees of Separation. I don't actually know her, but anyway, this podcast was recommended to me. And I listened to it and she talked about her spiritual awakening and blah, blah, and she started talking about jujitsu. And I was just like, it was planted in my head and in my heart a bit. And exactly where she went, I've always noticed this place, and maybe because it's like across the street from like the best Indian restaurant in Toronto, but I digress. No, but I've always noticed it, jokes aside. And then anyway, I think this was like a year ago. And then as of late, for reasons, blah, 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 I was like, oh, the time is now. I'm meant to do that now. And then I looked at that particular place and like, we offer a month for free. It's Toronto BJJ also. It's amazing. And I joined. And so it's like, I know why I joined. Like, I really want the physical, mental, emotional benefits of it and the discipline, but there are reasons unknown to me yet what me doing these martial arts is going to mean. Okay. So do you know what I mean? It's even like, I'm kind of paraphrasing. So if I'm factually incorrect, it's not Glennon Doyle, but, Elizabeth Gilbert. I read Big Magic or one of her books, whatever. Anyway, whatever, blah, blah. She posted something about like how she started gardening and how, like, yeah, that inspired like one of her novels. It's like, so we start doing things that interest us. It takes us away from this energy. And then it like gets us excited again. It makes us feel like a boss again, because you are a boss, Sagittarius. And then it's like, yeah, it will lead to things that you are unaware of yet. So it's like the learning and the education and the stimulating your mind is the one thing, but then it leads to things that will make sense later. So again, me doing jujitsu, a part of me is like, oh man, will I be able to do like stunts? Because I'm an actor as well. It's like, will I be able to get to work in stunts one day? Or who knows, right? Or something else that I'm not even aware of, that I'm like, man. And even like me doing jujitsu, when I look back, it's like, well, yeah, I have the background. I was a step dancer for like 30 years. I do yoga. Like that prepared me for this even, right? So it's like how when we just follow those sparks, like, it leads us towards just our happiness in the moment, but also like things that might even lead you to as far as like public recognition for projects that you might create or businesses you might create or like not-for-profit or like volunteer work or like how you'll help the world, right? So there is something about this, Sag. I think it's just like go learn something new. I don't care what it is. If it's something that I said, they're like, oh my God, wow, I've always wanted to like go to a pottery class. I don't know. Or whatever it is. Or that you're like, I want to travel to like the Galapagos. I don't know. And then you're like, you fall in love with turtles and you're like, oh my God, I'm like, I want to research turtles. I'm going to go back to school. It's like, so we just want you to like go learn something new because we don't want you stuck in this, in the past in any way. There is no true life there. It's done. It's done. But we hang on and we behave and we behave through the filters of our past. So go learn something new. We want you in your power. There's this big Aries energy as well. So for some of you, there might be Aries in your life, but also this like the eclipse that we had in Aries season was major. And two, like tomorrow, or I mean, maybe when I post this, I'm not sure if I'll post these, but whatever, the new moon in Taurus is coming. In Taurus season, it's all about stability. And I think it's like this, it's funny. It's like when you stimulate your way in ways that are actually beneficial to you, that is your stability. It creates your stability. This is not your stability, okay? So we want you to come back to your stability, your magic, your power. I love you, Sagittarius. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment if you want. Until next time, love you.